Hundreds of thousands dead, trillions of dollars lost, generations traumatized. But you know what? Nothing good comes easy. Nothing.
In Afghanistan, we help to liberate and oppress people, and we will continue helping them secure their country, rebuild their society, and educate all their children, boys and girls.
The goal that I set to defeat Al-Qaeda and deny it a chance to rebuild is within reach.
We're doing a tremendous job, and as you know, a big part of that job is ISIS, certainly the biggest, and Al-Qaeda, and we've got them down very low numbers.
You didn't need to be Nostradamus or clairvoyant to know that someone was telling bull. It's just logical fallacy. You can't keep fighting the same guys for 20 years and claim that you're winning. But then, appearances must be kept up. It's important that everyone thinks you're winning, right up to the moment you admit you lost. Why? Well, it's obvious. No one has the remotest clue.
What are we trying to do here? We didn't have the foggiest notion of what we were undertaking. There is a fundamental gap of understanding of the front end, overstated objectives, and over-reliance on the military, and the lack of understanding of the resources necessary.
And we'd never have known if it hadn't been thousands of secret and classified documents on Afghanistan. Stuff from the White House, from the Pentagon, the UN, and various NGOs. Well, we would have known. It's pretty damn obvious that the war is going terribly, but horse's mouth and all that. It is worth considering what the president and officials said and what they actually believed.
When I called our troops into action, I did so with complete confidence in their courage and skill. And tonight, thanks to them, we are winning the war on terror.
Today we lack metrics to know if we are winning or losing the global war on terror. Are we capturing, killing, or deterring and dissuading more terrorists every day than the madrasas and the radical clerics are recruiting, training and deploying against us? Does the US need to fashion a broad, integrated plan to stop the next generation of terrorists? The US is putting relatively little effort into a long-range plan, but we are putting a great deal of effort into trying to stop terrorists. The cost-benefit ratio is against us.
See, when you're in your second term and you started a really messy war that you just realized you can't hope to win, there are only so many ways to save your own butt. Here's a list of words you should use: courage, democracy, kids, schools, and hospitals. And for the people that don't buy your baloney, get a hope in there as well.
Thanks to the courage of these military and civilian personnel, a nation that was once a safe haven for Al-Qaeda is now a young democracy where boys and girls are going to school. New roads and hospitals are being built, and people are looking to the future with new hope.
We were also pouring money into huge infrastructure projects to obligate money that was appropriated so we could spend it. And we were building infrastructure in ways that Afghanistan could never sustain or even use in some cases.
If you're a NATO country taxpayer, I honestly don't believe you can comprehend how much of your money was poured into this adventure. You first need to understand the sheer degree of incompetence that these leaked documents show. Imagine, for example, someone's putting together a crew for a bank heist. They invite a bunch of people, give them a time and place, and tell no one what their role is. No plan. So everyone shows up thinking that everyone else knows what to do, and things go as you would expect. Now is the time to save your own hiney. Let's add a few more words. Difficult days, human rights, confidence, success.
We will reward good governance, work to reduce corruption, and support the rights of all Afghans, men and women alike. There will be difficult days ahead, but I am absolutely confident we will succeed.
You just cannot put those amounts of money into a very fragile state and society and not have it fuel corruption. You just can't.
A legacy of mass corruption. That's putting it lightly. What else did you expect? The guys on the ground, they saw disaster. They reported it back to Washington. Washington, with its countless departments, didn't have the courage to stand up and say they screwed up. So they put up appearances. Everyone was doing what made them look best rather than what worked best. Interestingly enough, many of the documents were published with the name Lessons Learned, perhaps an effort to extract something, anything of value from this unmitigated disaster. But, you know, I was in Afghanistan not long ago, and after seeing what I saw there, I can tell you, honestly, I can guarantee you that while they may have learned their lessons, they sure as heck aren't putting them to use.